Hello and welcome to this presentation of Mobile2Sage. My name is Ara Martirossian and I'm going to show you how to access your Sage transactions and reports and other Office databases on your iPhone, iPad, Mac, PC or browser. So what's Mobile2Sage? Well, Mobile2Sage is an architecture which allows you to share your Office information with remote users on their PCs and Macs. It works on both online and offline, and it's available for PCs, Macs, browsers, iPhones and iPads. It can be both in and out, and it works on any version of Sage. So in the demo, what I'm going to do is I'm going to log into Sage 15. And I'm going to look at some of the normal transactional inquiries that we have there. And then I'm going to switch over to my iPad. And I'm going to do exactly the same thing on there. Those transactions in Mobile2Sage have been enhanced. So not only do we have the normal things that we have in Sage, but we've also got the ability to drill down to the actual PDFs of the sales invoices and purchase orders, as well as being able to look at things like proof of delivery and goods delivery notes and things that have been signed. We've also got the ability to email Excel spreadsheets out. So let's have a look at that in action. So here's our normal Sage interface, and we're all familiar with the invoices and with sales orders and with purchase orders and so on. And in here, if I wanted to have a look at a particular purchase order, I'd have to double click on it, and then I'd have to go and print it to have a look at it. But of course, that's a reprint. That's not the original PDF that went out the door. So what's the difference with Mobile2Sage? Well, let's go and have a look at the Mobile2Sage environment. And this is the Mobile2Sage environment on my iPad, which I'm having a look at the moment. And in the top left-hand side, what I've got is the ability to just go to my transactional inquiries module, and there it is. So what I've got is I've got my audit transactions, which is transactions in Sage, and we can see over here I've got all the sales invoices, purchase invoices, sales receipts, which I would normally have. But furthermore, this has been enhanced. So what I can do is I can press the I on the end, and I can see what was on that particular sales invoice. But furthermore, what I can do is just click onto the PDF button, and what that can do is then go and bring a copy of the original PDF that was sent to the customer. And that in itself is very powerful. I've also got the ability to have search fields, so if I had red, I was looking for anything red, it'll go and find all the red things for me, which is great. Now, that's just the audit trail, but I've also got the same facilities available to me in terms of details. So if I wanted to have a look at, let's say, everything that I've posted to account 5000 for argument's sake, I can just do that, and it'll then go and find all of those transactions for me to do with account 5000. As well as audit transactions, I've got the ability to have a look at sales invoices. Again, within this, I have the ability to look at the PDF invoices as we've seen already, but I've also got the ability to press the Excel button at the top, and that will then automatically generate an Excel spreadsheet for me, as well as create an email which I can send off with the email attachment of the Excel spreadsheet. But that shows me invoice details, and from here I can have a look at what was sold on a particular invoice. If I wanted to do sales invoice analysis, then what I've also got is the details. So for example, if I was interested in seeing what particular product I had sold, I can then just literally click on those and I can see who I'd sold it to, how many I'd sold it to, and so on. And again, that's very functionally rich. As well as sales invoices, I've got the ability for sales orders as well as purchase orders. And again, we've got exactly the same facilities in purchase orders. I can have a look at the original purchase order that was raised to that supplier, as well as be able to Excel extract those and send those off via email to myself or somebody else who needs some analysis. The final part of this facility is the ability for us to have augmented signature type documents. So for example, in Sage we've got goods delivery notes, but we can't sign them. With Mobile2Sage you have the ability to do that. So I've got both proof of receipt and proof of delivery. So if I go into proof of delivery, I've got a list of all my goods delivery notes. I can see, for example, that first one was signed by Tom. If I press the I button on there, I can see what was on that goods delivery note. I can see there was actually a batch and a serial number on there. So if I want to have a look at that in a bit more detail, there's the proof of delivery goods delivery note with Tom's signature on it, and I can see these have got serial numbers on them. If I look at the serial number version of that, I can then see the actual batch numbers and serial numbers of those particular goods. And again, from here, obviously, what I can do is I can send another copy, proof of delivery to my customer if they required it. The final part of the Sage Transactional Enquiries module is actually the Sage Reports dashboard. Now, within Sage we have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of very useful reports that we use day in, day out. And it would be nice to be able to share those. So here's an example of those particular reports being shown. So here's a bog standard age debtor analysis. I can have it in summary or in detail, and again that's obviously a lot easier to look at than trying to do the inquiries, but I appreciate that sometimes it's interesting to have the detailed transactions as well. So this facility then allows me to share any of my Sage reports to all my remote users, and instead of having to send them all an email and a copy of the PDF, this is obviously one single version of it that everybody's using. So it's one version of the truth, and everybody can then benefit from that. So there we are. Now, this facility also allows me to use other information as well, from other databases and shared in the same features and same facilities. Now, the system can also be used from a web interface. So if I go to my web browser, there's my web browser. So that's exactly the same as we just looked at on the iPad. And if I go from there and go to my transactional inquiries, and I don't know, go to the sales invoice list, for example, you'll recognize this. This was exactly that was available on the iPad. And again, from here, I've got the ability to press on the I to look at what was sold, or press on the iPad button, the PDF button, and the PDF button will then go and bring me a copy of the invoice. Now, this is all being done in the Chrome interface. So I can then basically use that for people who want to access the information from outside the office but don't have an iPhone or an iPad or something like that. So that makes it zero footprint, and people can just get access to that data where and when they want it. So, just to confirm, we've just looked at what was available in Sage and how that has been enhanced in Mobile2Sage to have proof of delivery, have signatures, have copy invoices, and also the ability to have the ability to email those things out. So the combination of the Mobile2Sage application and our doc hyperlink module, which allows us to hold PDF copies of documents, then greatly enhances the usability of the system. So key features of Mobile2Sage, well, you can create things on the go as well, things like sales orders and invoices and quotes, and there are separate videos for that, and I encourage you to go and have a look at those on our website, as well as purchase orders, and it's great for allowing users to put things like timesheets and expenses in on an iPhone or something like that. The iPhone and iPads have got great cameras, so we can use that for barcode scanning, and again there are separate videos for that. And of course we've just seen an example of the proof of delivery capturing customer signatures, which makes it very, very powerful. It syncs both ways with the Office, so you can send data to remote users as well as collect data from them to use back in the Office. So in short, Mobile2Sage is Sage on the go. In terms of key benefits, it's very quick and easy to set up, typically less than a day. It's very cost effective, and there's a free trial. So I would encourage you to get in touch to arrange that with us. It works on any version of Sage, so there's no need to upgrade, and you can share your data with your staff, customers, suppliers, and stakeholders. It's one of its key strengths is the ability to transform your paper form business processes into custom apps. So please feel free to contact us if you have any of those, and we'll be more than happy to discuss that further with you. So what should I do next? Well, as I mentioned, there's a free trial, so please feel free to go to the website or send us an email acknowledging your interest, and we'll be in touch to try and get that sorted for you as quickly as possible. Of course, we've got our IT video channel, and on there I've got lots and lots of videos of our most common solution sets, and it's also very easy and quick to create prototypes. So if you don't see what you're looking for, again, please either call me or drop me an email, and we can discuss your requirements in more detail. Thank you very much for your time and interest in Mobile2Sage and the ability to share Sage transactions and reports with remote users using iPhone or an iPad. And we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.